What's going on YouTube? Here I have my everyday carry items. I want to show you what they are and tell you what I like about them. So here I have a thread wallet. This wallet was about $25. It's half leather and has a elastic part here. So I would say the max card on the leather holder. You have two on this side. I would say that's max, and three here. And then just for additional cards, I threw some right here just so you could see. What I like about this wallet is it has elastic here, so you can throw some tools or a knife in there. I don't know how durable or long lasting this elastic will be, but great little wallet. Something that a Ridge wallet might lack is, friction in your pocket where it stays in there. And with the elastic on there, it holds better in your pocket. But just a cool little cheap wallet I got from Shields. If you have one in your area, I know they're only in some states. And, for the price point, I feel like it's worth it if you like smaller wallets like I do. And I'll just show you here. Take out the cards and I can throw tools in it for the minimalist out there. So here I have a knife and a multi-tool. This is the Gerber dime. So cool little functionality. Now I have 5 cards and 2 tools. And the Gerber dime's a great tool to have in your pocket if you're not big into carrying bigger multi-tools like this Leatherman Free P2. Great tool. And I'll show you a little. This is a SOG Sente 2. It's a very small knife. I believe this is $15, and that Gerber is about $25. So functionality, not the best quality products, but if you like cheap gear like I do, then something might want to look into. So here I have a Viperade VX3 or no VE15, one of those two. But up front here I have a utility knife. This is a Gerber EAB, I believe. They're about $12 to $20, very small, lightweight. I know they have smaller, more compact ones on $100. I know there's like a skeleton version, and I feel for $12 this is a great deal. I got this one for $10. And here you could see this utility knife has the full blade or most of the blade exposed. So when you cut like straps or boxes or something, you could actually get in there and cut it. Something the Sidewinder actually fails on. This is about $10. This is the Outdoor Edge, and you only get part of the blade. And I'll put them up here in comparison. So this one definitely more functional than this tool. And then here I have the Leatherman Free P2. I love this multi-tool instead of like the Skeletal. It is heavier, but overall better quality and more tools. So here you can see it has needle nose pliers, wire cutters that are changeable, wire crimpers. Has a pocket clip, which I enjoy. And here's the knife. And it kind of has a magnetic closure on all the tools on this. So I know the Free P4 has 2 extra knives on it. I don't really care for that. I know some people might like it, but I feel like this one's great for what I like in a multi-tool. And here you could see a flathead / pry bar and a Phillips with a can opener on it. And you can kind of hear that magnetic closure. But here you can see it has thicker tools on this side compared to this side. And I feel like that's important because I feel like these tools are tools you get more use out of, and they're going to be more durable. I don't know about you, but I've broken a couple pair of Leathermans. Here are the scissors. They feel nice. They work great. I've got cardboard and zip ties with them. Compared to some multi-tool knives, I feel like this is a better quality pair. Here it has a file plus a flathead. Let's see if I can get in there. So up next is a flathead plus a wire stripper at the bottom, and it also has a measuring device here. I wouldn't use that, but it's there in a pinch. And then here is an awl, I believe, with a smaller flathead. If you guys use the awl, please tell me what you use the awl for, because I never use the awl. Here is a can opener. So that's all the tools. And then here I just show you the closing. And then here's a lock to release these. So great overall tool. Here's it compared to the Gerber dime, which I just have. You can see the thickness of it. Great tool. Here on this Viperade pouch, it has 2 pockets. Sometimes I see that it's kind of awkward when you have a bigger tool next to a smaller tool. They might slide out, so sometimes I'll just put one tool, then the next tool in the smaller pocket up front. This does have a zipper on it, and I'll show you the front as well as the back. It does have a place where you could put a lanyard or a carabiner, so you can maybe clip this to your belt loop if you'd like. So here's what's inside of it. I'll start with the first tool. You can kind of see how it's organized. There's 2 big pockets in the back. There's 3 elastic bands here. A smaller mesh pocket, that's 1 big pocket, and here are 2 smaller mesh pockets divided. So I definitely like the organization of this and the elastic part. So here's a Night Eyes tool. This is a pry bar and a ratchet, and here are 2 bits that come with it. So here is just a Phillips with a smaller Phillips, and you just basically put it in there, and it kind of locks in with the ball bearing, and you just rotate. So in small reaches, like let's say if you're working on a dryer and you need to loosen or tighten something up, this can fit in small places. And if you just need to loosen, you could flip the bit around, then you'll be going the other direction. This tool is about $15. I wasn't a fan of paying $15. I originally bought this to go on my keychain, but I like keeping my keys simple. And now it's in a EDC organizer. So it's up to you if you want a tool like this and spend $15 on it. I felt like maybe it should be worth about $10. Up next, I have a Amazon pry bar. It's supposedly titanium. I believe to check if it's titanium, you put a magnet to it, and it should not stick. But I haven't had the time to test that. But this is a great overall pry bar. I use pry bars every day for my job. I work construction, framing, and finished carpentry. So I like the fact that it has a pocket clip on there and it's integrated in. A bottle opener, I'm not a fan of, but I am a fan of the nail feature. I know people carry pry bars with no nail pulling feature, and you could only use that in so many scenarios, and I feel like adding a nail puller in there helps you out a lot, especially if a screw's stripped and you need some leverage to actually pull up on the screw to get it out. I do wish this could hold a bit in there so you could use it as a small little bit driver, but they didn't. But for $40, I felt like this was better than some being almost $100. Up next, I have a Milwaukee Sharpie. I tend to buy one of these every time I need them when in the hardware store. I like the way they look. I don't know if there's any special features on how well the fine point holds up, but in a pinch or if I forget my pencil at work, I'll use a Sharpie. Up next, I have a Streamlight MicroStream. Great flashlight for $30. I would recommend if you don't have one and you want something small and cheap to definitely try this out. It has a pocket clip and a hat clip or belt clip. Here's the light, and here's the feature of narrow and wide. It's not too bright, not too dim. There is a low light feature. You halfway depress the button. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I believe this is the low light here. And the battery life on this is an hour and a half on high and 3 hours on low. So me personally, I don't use this every day, but I like having it on me. And you know, sometimes I'll charge this like once every 2 months. I have about 2 feet of duct tape just rolled up, a small Bic lighter with a zip tie so I don't drain the gas out of it on accident. And here I have 5 Band-Aids. And usually I'll buy a big medical kit and then break it down and throw it in different packs. And then 3 small zip ties. And let me see if I have my measuring tape. So here I will give you some measurements on this pouch. So opened up, it's about 8 1/4, but I believe it's different from, so it says about 3 3/4. So just double that, should be this size. And then the length on this is about 6 1/4. The only bad thing I've seen about this organizer is it's pretty hard to fit a notepad in there. When you have your gear, you could see how the edges kind of hit there. But once your gear's in there, it's pretty hard to get a notepad in there. You could see how it just sticks out. So that's about the only downside to this everyday carry pocket organizer. But thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.